What up, what up? It's your main man, actor, producer, Troy D. Williams.
Hey, it's Cherry Johnson.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Scott White.
We are the Herd.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Natasha.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is B Slade.
And you are now tuned in to Unmuted.
You are watching Unmuted.
To Unmuted.
To Unmuted.
And you're watching Unmuted.
You're watching Unmuted. Keep it locked.
Unmute yourself and speak your truth.
The National Anthem. The National Anthem is a song that was written by Francis Scott Key. A song that's supposed to make an American proud. A song that's supposed to make our nation stand out amongst the others. We've had several different artists to grace the stage and wow us with their voice. Whitney Houston, Beyonce, Rihanna, and many, many more. You may hear this song at sporting events, and I know we learned this song in school. It was something to be a treasure. You stand up, you put your hand over your heart, and sometimes they have soldiers to come out and hold up the flag so you can salute it during the game. Sometimes you have magical moments, and sometimes you have things like this. Oh my God, but she's here to tell her story of how in the world did that happen. Wow. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, Scott Simpkins, aka Sim7, and welcome to another episode of Unmuted. Listen, I'm excited about tonight. I'm happy about today. I'm even happy about tomorrow. But tonight, I have someone special in the room. So before we get into that, please like, comment, and share. Like, comment, and share. One more time for the people in the back. Like, comment, and share. I know. I have been very inconsistent about posting all the time like I used to. And y'all been like, man, where your next video? Where your next podcast? Well, here it is. I'm here. Life has been lifing. And life won't stop lifing. So I got to learn how to maneuver and make sure everything is going. But I tell y'all what, if y'all love sports and y'all looking for sports videos, go to my other page, Get Out Your Feelings Sports Podcast. That page is booming and it is growing rapidly. And I mean, it's up there. So y'all go ahead and subscribe to that. Get Out Your Feelings. That's Get Out Your Feelings. Exactly how you heard it. Get Out Your Feelings Sports Podcast right on my other channel. Go over there and support and subscribe. But today, right? We have a young woman that went viral. She went viral. Yes, Lord, she went viral. Millions of views, millions. But we did pray for her. We did try to see what hospital she was in after that situation happened. But we're going to get into that a little bit. But she did go viral. She went viral. But she's a mother. She's an officer of the law, and she's an extravagant woman I have with me today, Miss Patricia Williams. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
You're doing wonderful. Okay, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by Unmuted.
Thank you for having me.
No doubt, man. No doubt. I just want to say that we are all thankful that you're alive and well, because how we got here. You said you want to tell your story. You want to tell your story. And boy, I can't wait to hear this story. You was at a baseball game?
I was.
You was at a baseball game and you was chosen because she can sing, y'all. She can sing. You were chosen to do the national anthem as you have done at several other events. Ceremonies, games, parties, what have you. They call on you, Miss Patricia, to do the national anthem for our nation. That's really not our nation. You already know I'm pro-black. All right. Not our nation, but our nation. And you stood there with your uniform on, your hair was up in the poof ball ponytail at the top, and you gave a rendition of the national anthem.
Look, what y'all saw was not the thing. Okay. Yeah, I was edited.
No, it was not edited. You gave a rendition of the national anthem that I ain't never heard at all. I think you put Carl Lewis on the run for his money with this national anthem. Ray, can you please show this video, please? Oh my God. What happened to you that you said kadush? What happened?
First of all, I didn't do no kadush. That was edited, okay?
No,
But
my cousin was at the game. He said that really happened.
I'm playing. Your cousin was not at the game. But okay, so I'm doing my normal what I do. I've been singing for my law enforcement agency, Harris County Sheriff's Office, for 4 years.
Okay, cool.
This is what I do.
Right.
That day was nothing different.
Mm-hmm.
My first time singing at this stadium. But, you know, I've sang at stadiums before. So I'm doing my thing. Now, here comes the part that I probably have never told people. Getting on that field, I was coming from work to go head there. So I changed clothes and everything. I had to get a bite to eat.
Uh-huh. Right.
And so I'm thinking everything's good. I get to the stadium. So it's my time to kind of stand on the field to get ready to sing. They give us 10 minutes. So I said, something don't feel right in the stomach area. And so I said, let me go ahead and see if I can do something about that.
Yes.
I did go and do something about that. And just to sum that up, you know, lactose intolerant doesn't sit well with me.
Pause. Hold time out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna let her don't kill me in the comments. But when you say you did something about it, what, you took a laxative or something because your stomach wasn't feeling right, or some Pepto-Bismol?
My stomach was doing what it was doing, but I need to go and take a visit to the bathroom. And 5 minutes to get back on that field. Well, I said, ooh, I don't know. So
let's take a quick breakaway. This podcast is brought to you by magnesium citrate. Wherever you need to go and you're stopped up, please drink you a swig of this and your stomach bowels will be all right. Now back to you, Sam. Let's go.
No, just to speed up that. So I'm doing my thing. Lactose intolerant people, they know.
Yes.
When it hit. Okay. So yeah, it was bad. So I got back on the field. I'm thinking I'm cool. But they said, your time to get on a little spotlight. So I walk up there. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me hurry up through this song. Let me hurry up. So I don't know if you could recognize, I was trying to sing the song quickly. As I'm singing it quickly, I'm feeling my knees get weak. So I'm trying to even hurry up even more. So let me just finish the song. So as my knees start feeling a little weak, they started to sway. So I'm like, oh, girl, you better not fall. This is me in my head when I'm still singing. And I said, wait a minute, I'm dizzy. Now, this is where you see me kind of stumbling forward because I'm trying to catch myself from falling.
Right.
So, yeah, I was one line away and I said, blah, blah, blah. And I don't even remember hitting the ground.
You don't remember hitting the ground?
I just remember the stumble. I don't remember hitting the ground at all. All I remember after that was people all in my face. The coach like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I remember the first thing I said, did I finish the song? That was the first thing I said. Because I was like, I was going to finish the song. I said, you know what? I did not just pass out. Why am I on this ground? But yeah, they scooped me up. They took me on the little stretcher, not the stretcher, but the little cart. And took me to the first aid. All my vitals were great and all of that. So I took it as from that incident in the restroom, it depleted me of all of my fluid. So I was dehydrated on top of the uniform in Texas heat. It was just quickly, it got me. So that was the first time I ever told that story. So there you go.
All right. Well, we're going to go over and analyze this right quick, Miss Patricia, because there are some interesting comments on that video. Well, let's go over these comments, shall we?
We shared.
One user said the ancestors would not allow you to sing that song, and they took you out before you could finish the land of the free because we are not free at all in this country.
Look, don't come for me like that. I did not. That was not my voice. Okay.
Listen. I don't. I don't know that to be true. You can say anything, but let me ask you this: were you embarrassed when that happened?
Well, yeah. Once I came to, and I was like, "Why everybody in my face?" And I'm looking at the crowd, and I was a little embarrassed. I'm like, "Oh my God, what just happened? What just happened?" So I was a little, but I didn't get more embarrassed until I saw that this video. I had video of me.
Oh, yes. That video went out there. That video ended up on World Star, The Breakfast Club. And it was on R. Kelly phone in prison. It went it went all over. And I'm showing all my friends. I say, did y'all see this? I sent it to everybody. I sent it to a gang load of people, man. I said, but you know what? After taking a few months off, I came back to that video because I wanted to see it again. I said, I gotta find her. I said, I gotta find her. So when I looked through the comments and people that was taking up for you, they were saying, oh my God, y'all laughing at this poor woman. You don't know if she had a heart attack or something. And they were like, oh, you don't know if she could have had a concussion. And y'all laughing. Where y'all sensibility at? Wait, this, that, and the other. Like, I don't give a heck. I know she alive because ain't nobody posting no rest in peace on this video. So this help alive somewhere. She alive. I'm gonna find her.
Yeah,
I saw somebody put your name on that video. I said, I got to reach out to her because I want this story. Yeah. I got to do this.
You got the exclusive.
I got it. So I had to dress up the main reason why I wanted you on here. I ain't talking to you about nothing else but this video. So welcome to...
Well, we'll for a while then. All right, let's go.
But the funniest thing that you said, though, you said, but I was still cute. I was still cute. I'm like, man, that's the last thing that you need to be thinking about right now. Man, so you was dehydrated.
Yeah, I really was. But I didn't know at the time, but I know now, the day before that incident, I had just started my first round of an iron infusion. So not knowing that usually you get fatigue after doing that, I didn't know that. So I'm running on my regular like I do. I'm just always on the go, not knowing I suppose I probably had rested. Then you on top of, being dehydrated from that incident in the bathroom. So
wow,
all of it compounded into just hitting that ground like that.
Now I share that with you, even though it's hilarious. But today, while I was at work, now I'm on a health journey as well. December last year, I was at my heaviest that I've ever been, 265, close to 270. It probably was 270, but I've lost a lot of weight since then. Naturally, working out and doing that and everything. And of course, I lost a lot of strength because I was benching over 400. And I always been in the gym, but I got sick. I had to take a lot of medications in order to live and breathe and all like that. And thank God he totally healed me from that. So today I'm on the verge of trying to drop 10 more to get to the weight that I want. Right now I'm standing at 229. I want to get to 215. I say I'm done. So that way I can build my fight weight back. You know what I'm saying? And build the body because I was trying to go for Mike Tyson's look. That's exactly what I was doing when I was training real hard in 2019. And I got there and that sickness hit me and it was out. So today I was drinking coffee at work, right? But okay. I went and got the Monster coffee and I poured 2 of them in my big old Nike jug. And I was sipping on it, drinking it throughout, moving, getting the work done. And I went to use the bathroom. After I got up off that toilet, I had to hold myself up on the wall. I'm walking and I'm about to go. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, Satan, the Lord rebuke you.
Now you see, look, that's because you knew you was having this interview today. So you see how I felt.
Hey, I had to catch myself like 6 times. I'm like, no, bro. I say, man, no. I had to go in tongues. I had to like, no, this ain't gonna happen. And I felt myself, I'm like, okay, I'm not dizzy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking to everybody. I'm like, I'm conscious. Like, but why am I, nigga? I'm like, oh, man, no. I had to sit down and drink a whole bunch of water. Man, I'm like, I'll never do that again. So I understand. So guys, those that are sensitive in the comments, I apologize. But after this is over, I'm going to go back and laugh again.
Yeah, I laughed too.
Yeah, you laugh?
I laughed at. But I couldn't. It only took one day of me looking at the comments. That was it. That's when it was starting to feel like they was they was really coming for me, and so yeah. Mm-mm. But my friends though, they was coming. They were like, "Girl, I told this one and I told that one." Thank you. So.
Oh, well, ain't nobody tell me, so I'm gonna keep it going. But anyway, but you are on a health journey as well. You we discussed before we started this interview that you got up to a weight that you wasn't proud of, and now you are 100 and none of our business pounds. So I'm very proud of you on that. So can you please tell us, like, why did you choose a healthy lifestyle to turn some things around for you?
Oh wow. Okay. Well, 265 was my heaviest. 2018. Heaviest. At that point in time, I had just had my third child. And after each child, I always gained weight. I lost weight during pregnancy, but I always gained after. So I just kept climbing and climbing and climbing. And then just from different things going on in my marriage at the time, I said, I'm looking at myself. I'm always breathing heavy, high blood pressure medicine. I'm like, I can't function like this. So I decided I wanted to get the weight loss surgery. I had the gastric sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was like a boost to get me going. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I could see the progress. For me, motivation, I need to see something first. You know what I mean? So that was a good kick and, to get it started. And then 2020-ish, I had my last child. And so I started to just focus more. And then my husband had left and all that stuff. So weight in different ways was releasing from me.
Mm-hmm.
So physically, emotionally, all of that was going. So I was not knowing my journey to healing my body physically was going on. My mental, my heart, all of that was going on. So I got down and just continued to my appetite. I don't eat past I don't get to a full feeling. I try not to reach a full feeling, so because a lot of people
right.
Going. So that's been working for me. I did intermittent fasting. That was a good tool to use. And then I think 2023, I started, the weight loss shot. I just wanted to see if it really worked and stuff. So it did. And so, I only use it I don't use it consistently like every week like they tell you. It's like if I feel like I need to kind of get back, yeah. That's
right. All right, so I want to ask you this. I understand that you wanted to lose weight for yourself, but you gained a lot. This may be a sensitive question, but it does happen in a lot of marriages. Men, we are visual creatures. We see you at a certain way when we holler at you. Some men like them big. I don't mind that at all because I'm like, hey, look, I want a woman that got matching stomachs. Forget them matching pajamas for Christmas and stuff. I want somebody that got matching stomach. Because baby, I like to eat. Praise the Lord, somebody. But
yes.
Did your husband see you differently when you gained the weight?
Oh yes, he did. He sure did. But sir, I mean not sir. I'm speaking like I'm talking to him. They when women have children, our bodies go through so much. Not saying that that's an excuse, but it is like we go through a lot.
Absolutely.
Now compounding that with me being a full-time, I work full-time, taking care of the kids full-time because he didn't really have a job consistently. So I'm doing that. I'm stressed. Him in and out of jail. Taking the kids to the visitations and stuff like that. It's just
talk to us.
Supportive, still trying to stay that supportive wife. You know what I'm saying? So, and like you said, the visual part. I can't control really what a man gonna do in that sense. I know, yeah, y'all visual, and I can do only so much. Like we can go work out, but if that's not what you really want, I don't really know what else to say. So he decided to go ahead and find, somebody else to speak to and into his ear and for that type of thing. So that's what happened in that one. Y'all are visual creatures. Yeah, y'all are.
Well, I mean, when I say that, I mean all of us are, because I mean, I know somebody that made this up that said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That is true, but I believe that person that made it up was ugly.
Oh my God.
Because I'm just being real on this one. And I often say this is because we are visual creatures and we judge looks on cars, shoes, clothes, the house that we want, the furniture that we want to put in the house. So a person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, I do want to be, attracted to her, physically attracted to her. Her voice, her eyes, what I'm saying? Everything ain't going to be 100. Everything with the man is not going to be 100, but we do know what we want and what we're looking for. And when we find it, it's like, hey, now I've also had, some guys that tell me, hey, how I find this, how I want to stay. Because some of you all would want to down, side your chest to move this weight over here, move that. They'd be like, no, bro, that's how I found you. I like that. Don't do that. Well, is this for health reasons? I'm like, child, came from the doctor. You got a clean bill of health. Ain't no health reasons. But I do believe social media has a lot to do with that. But how did you feel when you saw him getting attention from others, or seeking attention from others other than you?
Oh, of course, like any female, especially a married female,
right,
do that. Of course, we in our feelings. Of course, we're gonna pull up. And that I did, and so yeah. It was emotional. It was very much an emotional thing. But the thing with me, as much as I was emotional about it and stuff, and he was talking about he wants to have a divorce and stuff like that. The one thing about me, and I always said this, with having my parents, they're about to celebrate 43 years married. So I believe in marriage, period.
Right.
And I do know divorce. That was me. So as much as he was doing what he was doing, I chose to stand for my marriage. For 4 years, I did. From the first time it started, all the way till God released it off me, because that's really what happened, because I would have still been in standing, believing that God is going to restore the marriage and all of that stuff. And I'm not saying that, you don't stand for your marriage, but sometimes that's not where God really kind of wants, especially when infidelity is involved. God is, I'm not even about to go into that subject right quick.
No. This is unmuted. Unmute yourself and speak your truth.
Yeah, I stood for my marriage for 4 years. You know what I mean? It was serious for me. I'm not gonna let some female come into the picture and try to take my marriage, because the Bible says that, don't let any marriage go asunder. That's including ourselves, the married people. Don't just let your marriage fall apart just for any and old reason without fighting for it and stuff like that. That was I said, oh yeah, we ain't doing that.
Boy, you're gonna get a lot of feedback on that one there, boy. That's that, because some people say, well, hey, that nigga cheat, I'm gone.
Yeah, but I understand, which is, God did give a pardon, if you want, or permission, if you want to call it, if they do cheat, that you can go ahead and do it. But at the end of the day, he is not for divorce. It's the disobedience that he does not like. It's the disobedience that he does not. That's what's going on. Disobedience is going on. So
now that's how I came up.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I came up. Hardcore apostolic. That's how I came up. Because that's what we cool JC. That's what we stand on. Ain't no second time around. Mm-hmm. And that was the toughest thing. I'm like, nigga, ain't no second option. I'm in the mug. Mm-hmm. Are you crazy? Because mine was done. I was 25, 24, 25, maybe 26. And I'm like, Joker, I got all this time. What am I to do? Because, it was a mutual decision. We got married young at 19. We weren't ready for that, man. Come on, man. It's just how we came, you know what I'm saying? How we came up. You know what I'm saying? I got older parents, you know what I'm saying? They taught us the right way. But I'm in that time frame, my father, get married young. You'll be like bunnies. That ain't always true, Pop. Maybe that was y'all in the 60s, but over here, nah, I wasn't like that. Mm-hmm. I wasn't like that. But I understand exactly what you mean, and that's very tough for a lot of people to handle. Very tough, and that's a topic that I know a lot of people want to know what we're talking about, but we'll come back for a round 2 on that. But so far as your health and wellness, you said you actually pulled up on the lady. You pulled up on her? Did you fight?
I pulled up on both of them. We was living in the low end of the spectrum of places, you know what I mean, if you want to call it. And he's down the street hugging up on the little girl, because I just call her a little girl, because I can't never get myself to say that's a woman to act like that. You know, the person is married. You continue but you continue. You know what I mean? I can't get myself to call that a woman. So anyway, the girl, him hugged up on her and stuff, and I said, okay, so this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Okay. And so yeah, we had a few little words. I said some words to her. It was more in like a, you know, God is going to repay you for what you're doing. That type of thing, you know.
That's what you said?
I said something in a spiritual sense like that.
Okay, so it didn't have no cuss words to it or nothing like that. No.
Oh no, I don't cuss.
But yeah, so with that being said, when you went back home after that, did you have a sense of saying, hey, look, my marriage is over, I'm gonna forgive him, or I'm gonna continue this, or what was in your mind after you said what you said to her and you got back in your car and you went home?
Oh yeah, I still was mad. I was still emotional. I was still sad. Like that stuff, it hurts. You know what I'm saying? That stuff hurt. But what am I going to choose to do? Because I was born a Christian, raised a Christian and stuff like that. What am I going to do in this situation? I'm going to cry. I'm going to do all of that. Am I going to fight them? Or I'm just going to continue to do what I'm doing, working and taking care of these kids and all of that stuff. So I did that. I didn't fight them. I just did what I've been doing. Taking care of the kids, being a mama and all of that kind of stuff. Of course, you know, I'm praying and stuff over the family, you know, praying over him, Lord, you know, take the blinders off his eyes, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Whatever is in his heart that's causing him to go seek somebody else. Show me where I'm going as a wife, where it's not, you know, we're not communicating on the right level, or where I can't see what he needs and he can communicate it to me. Like, meet us somewhere with this, Lord, because I'm not trying to get down to a divorce with this. So I really dove in, actually got into it's called Standards United. It was a Facebook group it was a group on Facebook where there was other people. I didn't know it was a community of people that was also standing for their marriage, you know what I'm saying? So they shared their experiences and stuff like that. And I was in it so deep where I was one of the founding people who helped open up one in Houston, the first one in Houston. There was a conference in Houston. I was one of the founding members for that. So that was cool. I'm like, and then one thing about it is one of the events we had, like I said, the husband was in and out of jail. So the day he got out of jail, he came to that event for the Standing for Our Marriage. So I was like, oh my, look at God. Look at God. So just to make it a long story short, there was a lot of in and out, back and forth with him going to her, to me, stuff like that. But part of when you're praying and you praying over the husband that God, you know, takes him out of that. So it's a fight for him. If he really wants to keep his family and his marriage, it's a fight for him sometimes. So you can't throw it away. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now I must admit, you are the first interview, and I've done a lot of interviews. You are the first interview that I've heard a woman come on this platform and say these words that you're saying, because a lot of people would say, I'm out, I'm gone, you know, or they won't even give a second thought. But you actually stood in the gap and tried to pray and tried to seek God, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and other. But there is a certain thing called stronghold, guys. Mm-hmm. Strongholds, demonics, you know what I'm saying, and certain things of that nature to try to attack your marriage, to attack your husband, attack, you know, the wife, the children. The devil don't care who you are, what you believe in. He's going to come at you. And if you're not strong enough, the Bible does say if he take the strong man, he got the family.
It is. That's right.
You know, so a lot of this stuff that we hear from these other doctors and these TV shows and stuff like that, and these TikTok specialists and stuff like that, man, they be way off base. And it's like, dude, that ain't coming out the word at all. Mm-hmm. I don't know what revelation you got, but that's not, y'all don't even talking about strongholds and things that can attack you. Y'all don't even talk about that. You just talking about just, hey, up, gone. You know what I'm saying? No forgiveness, no trying again. Let's see where we went wrong or however. Just adios. But what if God did you like that? Because, you know, we supposed to be married to God, being Christians and stuff like that. So when we step out, do different things or whatever like that. I actually recall a dude in the Bible that God made him go back and get his prostituting wife several times. Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't saying I'll do it. Mm-hmm. But what that thing contaminated,
yeah, it's not contaminated.
Nah, what that thing, one of them sour chips get sour and get a little soggy, eh?
But
You
hey,
just,
but what is a prostitute though?
hey, a soggy chip.
No, it's funny because this actual question, I had this actual question in my head yesterday. Why? I don't know. What is a prostitute? Because anybody that kind of well, not fornicate, but
I know what you're gonna say. I
you know what
already
I'm
know.
saying.
I already
Anybody
know.
that's doing stuff outside of marriage. Are we prostituting? I mean, I'm
Getting
asking.
paid
It's
for it.
rhetorical. I mean,
According, okay, well, let's go to Prophet Google then, since we're having this discussion, and y'all put in the comments what you think the reason for prostitution is, because I mean, or what is prostitution? Let's see, what is
it don't always have to be monetary. Does
no, not prostate cancer. What?
prostitution?
A person in particular for a woman who engages in sexual activity for payment.
Okay, payment. It can payment be?
Oh yeah, payment could be money, it could be drugs, it can be furniture, it could be shoes, it could be hair, it could be lashes or whatever like that. Whatever your payment is for that, it's prostitution. Now it's illegal or whatever like that. Now here's the thing, because I know where you're trying to go in a relationship. Okay, dates, you're buying each other stuff or doing things for each other. That's not prostitution, guys. I heard some of my guy friends say marriage is prostitution. No, it's not. You're supposed to take care of your wife and this, that, and other. Yeah. But if you're out on the street giving that thing away for payment in any shape, form, or fashion, you are prostitution. Now that draws me to my next topic of discussion. What you do for a living, sis?
Huh?
Yeah, let's go. What you do for a living? So you want to?
Oh, what you trying to say that you prostitutes? Okay. Well, Well, my job is to I work with entertainers, women who work in the entertainment field, strip clubs, okay? Strip clubs. So I give them permits to work.
And that is actually your job. That is from the law enforcement itself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I never heard of that. And I'm like, man, how do you do that? And you say, how you?
Right. But guess what? Jesus went to different places amongst
He did. He definitely did. But I can't go there. Even with Jesus on the inside.
Who said?
Because my tithe and offerings just
the strip club before I even worked there. So I know I done gave money to the girls. That was a fun thing to do for me. I did the pole fitness. I did all that. So yeah, I know about the pole and all that stuff. So
okay, so Jesus went there to help him. Did you help him? Did you give him a word to say, hey, come out of here? You shouldn't be here?
Not when I was doing it for fun, but when I got into this job, yeah, I had the women, like, I remember a couple times during the appointment where they come in for their appointment. Usually it's about 20-minute session, an hour. Us talking about God and how God has changed their life and how they in the club ministering to some of the their dancers or whoever in the club. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, people look down on the strip clubs or look at me. How am I doing this? And I call myself Christian. God gave me word to planted in my heart to be able to give to other people. So
right.
He placed me, this where he placed me. And please believe, I have planted seeds amongst all these females, over 3,000 in the 12, 13 years that I've been doing, over 3,000 girls. So, yeah.
Father, if there be such a job for me. Now let's move on to this, though. Now, I hear what you're saying. Are you really, now when they say that they are talking to other people, are they still going, after they get done talking, are they going up on the pole and still dancing and stuff after they get done talking about God?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's a little weird to say, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
How he changed their life? Like what did they actually get changed from?
Well, probably like the relationships, like some of the relationships.
It's different. I mean, like some deliverances take time, some chips off, and some is like yank you right up out that thing. And I know that could be a stronghold that just come all the way out. I've known several that did it to go to school, to
and a lot of them are doing it as a job.
I ministered to a couple of them.
Okay, let me hear your situation.
I did. This is
Oh my God, you so
in
nervous.
my early 20s, man. I did. I ministered to a couple of them. You know, I wasn't even saved yet myself, but I did talk to them about God and asking them, you know, you don't have to, I'm telling you, you don't have to do this. Like, you can go get a job at Mickey D's or something like that. You don't have to do this. Why are you doing it?
Mm-hmm.
And after I finished my payment, I went on my
Hey, but you know what? Look, it's about the seed that you planted.
These are facts. When I tell you that I got a story and God had to yank me, man, I can make it funny now. This is all true, but can't nobody that I ministered on Sunday. Hey, can't nobody say nothing about your past if God delivered you from it.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to say, look at me now. I might have been, you know, but look at me now. And that's the testimony I want them to have coming out of there. Hey, I used to be on this pole, but I'm right here as a missionary. I actually said that, you know, because I remember John P. Key, you know, back in the day, they had VHS tapes. Young people, they had VCRs. And on one of his tapes, he always do like little interviews before and after the concert and in between. He said that, you know, he had people in his choir. She used to be a prostitute. God made her a missionary. He used to be on drugs. And God made him a bishop. It's like, it was outlandish to hear those things back then because the church lacked transparency. They don't really tell their story.
Look.
But I'm like, everybody got a story. Now, and I lead with this anytime I talk to people. I say, David was a man of God's own heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
David had somebody husband for that coup.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not Bible? That is Bible. So nobody can turn their face up to anybody's past because we all got one.
That's right.
The Bible tells you that. I love when it says, as though were some of you. I love when it say that. So nobody can turn up. I'm like, hey, look, if you say God can deliver me from anything, then stop turning your face up to my anything.
Thank you.
You know, point blank period, just like I did with the prostitute because they're going back up there and I just, you know, cashed that one. But listen, that's not even the point. But the thing about it is, you've been, how are you positive? How are you certain that you've been a light to 3,000 prostitutes? Strippers, rather. Construction workers, rather. Whatever name they go by.
Well, they go by entertainers, but I'm not saying I ministered to all 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Did minister to a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for one of them to actually go into the workplace with Bible in hand, they are dancer as well. And they talking to they friends, you know, at the club, but the strippers and stuff, they talking to them and talking about God, and then they coming back and telling me, girl, yeah, I didn't talk to da because she got this pimp dude and she trying to get away and da. I'm like, good.
It's a start.
Yeah, it's a start. That's what I said.
Start.
It's a seed. It's a seed. You can't despise the seed, the small beginnings. Just plant it. God gonna do the rest. It might seem like, why am I planting this here? You don't even know.
Right.
Do it. So, I mean, and then me looking at my own life, I was like, you can call me Miss DeVita if you want to call it like David, Miss DeVita. Back in my little early 20s.
Yeah, we all done stuff.
Like that, you know, but I was searching. My thing that I wanted compensation for wasn't like a money thing. It was a feeling wanted.
Absolutely.
You know, all of that. So I would give because I wanted that. I was feeling that from them. So I wasn't about no money. But that's why I was saying, is prostitution necessarily getting compensation monetarily?
Right, and it's not. It's really not. So after that fun conversation, and it was definitely fun, you know, I mean, that's definitely going on to the stage of my next conference set. You've been through all that, your 20s, so you already went into a marriage feeling wanted. I mean, not feeling wanted. You wanted to feel wanted. This man said, I love you. I want you. You feel wanted. You have his children. He goes out and do what he did. You still stayed and you prayed for him up until 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Your body changed from having his kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you're out of that marriage. What was the turning point when you said, I got to drop this weight off? Because I saw somebody that said tonight, don't y'all be coming to me saying that God said that I was your wife. Because once I drop this weight, WEIGHT,
Mm-hmm.
parentheses, weight, WAIT, I'm going to be a problem. So what was it for you that made you say, hey, look, I need to drop this off because I want to feel secure about myself. I want to feel beautiful again. And I just want me to be happy.
Well, it's a mixture, but mainly was I was tired of hearing my knees make noise when I walked up and downstairs. I mean, truthfully, it was my knees hurt. It hurted. Like this is 265 pounds on a 5'0" frame. So that's a lot. And the blood pressure, like, I had to get that off of me. I had to, in the process. I was feeling pretty. I started doing modeling. I was modeling. I was a runway model. I was doing it for years. And then I got back in it a couple years ago. But then runway modeling, it just started. And it's interesting because back during the marriage and stuff like that, 2018-ish, I started my business. It was called Diadem Beauty, right? It's based on Isaiah 62:3. God will hold you in his hand like a royal diadem. For me, I'm thinking, I'm going to be doing this so I can make wigs and stuff, sell hair for females, women who have lost themselves, their appearance and stuff, being busy with kids and just let themselves go.
Right.
So provide that. Not knowing, hey, it's going to start with me first. So that's really what happened. I was that diadem beauty. I was living that business that I thought I was just going to have for people so they can buy hair and stuff like that. No, God was developing me so that I can see that I am that royal diadem that he holds in his hand, that you are worth so much more than what the society or whoever you are.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my confidence was built. I felt better. My attitude was better. Peace was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nice. Yeah. Still in that process.
Still in the process.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you say that you did things part naturally and other with the shot. What type of shot are you taking? And was that shot presented as safe? And was it safe?
Well, I'm not taking shots anymore. Like I said, I don't feel like I need to lose any more weight. Now, did you ask me if it was effective? What did you ask?
No, was it presented as safe? Because a lot of people are afraid of the shots. Now, a lot of this stuff started coming out around COVID and all these, Ozempic and all this other stuff. And sometimes you'll see people lose weight drastically. Like you just seen them last month. Like, dude, how in the world? Like, are you okay? Are you sick? Black people, that's the first thing we go to. Are you sick? You are not congratulations. You're looking good. Are you sick? Are you eating good? Is the wife, you're missing out on meals from your wife. You know what I'm saying? Just, God, dog, like, thank you. Appreciate it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little hesitant. So I'm like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
I think as I saw, of course, Oprah, when I saw her and she said, I can't remember if she said it or not, but she was doing it. I said, okay, so it must be okay. And then I started seeing other people doing it. I said, okay, cool. Now, let me see how this goes. So, yeah.
Baby, Oprah got money, okay?
Yeah,
Oprah's a billionaire. She could try stuff. They could use her as a laboratory mouse. She could try stuff.
And it worked, though.
Yeah. Oprah been up and down. Let's be honest. Oprah been up and down since the 80s.
She has.
You know what I'm saying? Oprah been up. So I don't know if Ozempic was out there, but she was doing something. You know what I'm saying? But
you're right.
Right. I mean, of course, with health scares like I had, taking medication, taking steroids, and put weight on you, other things that happen to people in life, I understand, but I also know that working out definitely gets rid of the weight. I haven't taken anything, and that's exactly the route I've gone. And, I thought about it. I honestly, God, I have. Guys, I thought about it. When y'all saw it, I thought about it. I say, man, look, because, the last thing on any man, a woman, the last thing to leave is that belly.
Mm-hmm.
That gut is just like, dude, I done changed the diet. I'm boo-booing more. I take I clean out all of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the hot sun and all. And yeah, it's going down, but not fast enough. It's like, dude, man, I'll be like, hey, man, let me get a shot. I'll be on the corner. Like, hey, man, you got those zippers. Let me get a shot, fam. Let me get a shot.
Yeah.
Just one shot, but it's like, man, and you hear, and then the thing what I hate is they'll say no, oh, you don't need it. I'm like, but hold on, you're taking it and you don't need it. So what? Like, just give me a shot.
It's to each their own. Don't like the people judging saying, oh, you take the shot. That ain't like you really losing weight. You just cheating. No. I'm taking it because I'm not trying to have my knees hurting. I know I could be exercising a little bit more, but I need that boost. I need to get that off me. You know what I mean? The blood pressure is, my blood pressure ain't never been as good as it's been. Okay.
Really?
So, not like I just be sitting around. I still like to go. Like my oldest son, he played football. Like I would go out there and play catch. We go to the basketball court.
Awesome.
You know,
That's very important. Awesome. Good job on that. That's what's up.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Peace now.
So when you took the shot, did it make you feel any type of way, vomiting or nauseous or anything like? Absolutely nothing?
Nope, not at one point in time during that process did I ever. And I think I switched from like 3 different types or whatever. Because, back then they was trying to figure out what's this,
Right.
So 3 different types. None of them messed me up.
That's good. Now, I had an uncle that lost a lot of weight at one point, and that was in like the late 80s. And I think it was crack, but it worked.
Oh.
It worked. He lost weight.
Well,
he lost weight. That was the lightest cactus I ever carried. But listen.
It was hilarious. Yeah. I ain't trying no crack, so I ain't doing that. Mm-mm.
Well, we had put together 5 Nike boxes and carried that nigga. But listen, that's not even.
Laugh. Oh my God.
Yeah, but listen, let's take a quick commercial break, man. Listen, if you want a wonderful comedy show to come to, this is for all ladies, all walks of life, man. It's called Ladies Night Part 2. This is going to be held in Lakeland, Florida at the Well. Get your tickets. Come out to support. It's going to be food, line dancing, clean drinks. Ain't going to do no alcohol. They're going to be clean drinks. I want everybody to leave happy, in love, and sober. There will be no deaths on my watch. But it's going to be at the Well. We got comedian Small Fire headliner from Atlanta. And y'all know she'd have been on Def Jam, Comet View, the Wayans Brothers, Shaq All-Star. She'd have been all over. Lady Q, who is a heavy hitter this. She's still traveling. Samaya, Carmen, and coming to the stage for a second time. So Funny Mia. So Funny Mia is coming to the stage. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets because it's almost sold out. Come out to support. I even got people coming out of state for this. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets because it's almost sold out. You don't want to miss out and be like, hey, man, I just wanted to wait till time got closer. All you had to do is put on your date and say, I'm going. All right, now, back to you. So let's wrap this thing up, man. What is the motivation for what you're doing with yourself and with your business? What's the motivation?
I think this level of peace that I have right now, I don't have to worry so much about quote unquote a man and what they're doing and da. I'm really focused on me, my singing, whatever God is putting on me, these business ideas that He's given me. Of course, the kids, and they continuously getting older. Son is in football, weightlifting, breaking records.
I gotta take a jab at you on this. Why the kids came last, child?
You say what?
Lord, the kids came last. Why the kids came last, y'all?
Look, you can't do nothing on with an empty cup. I got to be right.
Yeah, I feel you. The kids came last. You like, the job adventures that God gave in the business mind. The kids, them kids.
They gonna be there. They've been there. So I've been taking care of them, so that should be nothing.
Mama love you, kids. Mama love you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to mention that. But for me, this is something new.
Yeah, self-love is the best love, and you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Self-love is the best love. Even men, we have our moments where we don't feel appreciated, loved. It's just like he's a provider. My man got 4 jobs, Yeah, but are you loving him correctly?
Yeah.
Are you showing him that you appreciate him having those 4 jobs?
And not how society trying to tell you treat a man. Like, I'll be getting tired of that stuff. Anyway, that's
yeah. But obviously you're doing something right, and we see the results, and congratulations on your weight loss journey. But all that healing that had to take place and still taking place, you're going to be able to help a lot of women because there's so many of them going through this and don't know which way to turn. And turning to another woman ain't it.
Yeah.
No, don't go against God because you'll find more hell over there as well. Don't do that.
Or even men. You know what I'm saying? Like doing the wrong and stuff. Stop turning to these dudes and stuff.
Yeah. I was gonna keep it on y'all, but Let's get some credit. Try to keep it in the word. But yeah, if you're gonna sin right. Stay with a man and do all it. But you know, is very good because you know, as black women, you know, y'all do carry a lot of weight because your bodies, we are made different. We are made different from others. So when you see another sister that's carrying a weight load like you used to, do you ever go up to her like, hey, sis, like we got to do something better with the health? Because I learned over the weekend, sometimes you can have big people and they're more healthier than those that are small and they don't have any problem going on inside and they big.
Yeah, I don't walk up to people and do that.
Not even friends, anything like friends and family.
That's what I'm saying. But if we know each other or we have conversation and it kind of lead into that, I'd be like, hey girl, this is what I do, and have you tried this and stuff like that. But that's kind of, for me, I feel like it's rude to just say, hey girl, you're gonna have to do something about that unless I know them on that level. Like, you know. Yeah, it's just sensitive. That's a sensitive thing to a lot of women.
It really is. It really is. And that's why it's hard to, even if I see a pudge, I'm not gonna ask somebody pregnant. Because sometimes you want to know, like, hey, you and it might not be that. And I have been embarrassed several times like that. And I'm like, man, lay off the Lay's potato chips, lady. But look, along with that is like men. Women do change their bodies. We change our body. We don't stay fit and ab rolled up all the time. I got one ab now. I got one. I work hard to get that one. I'm going for 2 tonight when I get done with this.
You gonna get?
I ain't as bad as what I. But it's like, dude, appreciate the woman that you have.
Yeah.
She get big, she get small. So what? You chose to love her. You said that you love her in front of the eyes of God, in front of the eyes of people. Love her, man. Because if she get big, there's more woman for you to love. If you get smaller, just make sure that you help her nurture up the size as opposed to stay thick, and love on your wife, man. Because them other chicks out there, I've been there. I've been that dude. I've been there in my early. I've been there. The grass ain't always green on the other side, bro. Trying to tell you, they come with attitudes and bad business as well. So love on your wives, man. Love them. God gave you that. I know it can be hard because the devil do tempt.
Yes,
he does tempt.
Yes,
demonics do attack marriages.
Yeah.
Pray over your marriage, pray over your spouses, pray over situations, pray over their minds. Because if you're not doing that, then you're asking for trouble to come because you're supposed to. God tell you to do it for a specific reason, for those reasons like that. So you did the right thing with yours. You prayed over him. Obviously, he still wanted to have that stronghold over him, but you're still holding on to God no matter what. That's the best thing.
And even at the end of the day, you don't let your marriage become an idol either.
Right.
They get so engaged into that man to where they forget about God and they just put the man right here. So sometimes God might remove him out the way because, God is a jealous God.
Yeah, you're right.
But
that never have no other God before me.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got too, because I was putting him kind of like above him, above God. So he kind of pushed that away in a sense for me. So. But yeah, I'm piggybacking on what you were saying. It's an intentionality and communication that matters too. You can't show your marriage roll on through just because y'all said I do. Y'all stop the dating and the excitement. Oh no, we got to keep that thing. Oh, how you doing? Can we? I ain't never met you before. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be something. I'm gonna dress up as this.
Right.
You gotta keep it.
Right.
Like, I noticed that too. So yeah.
Right. Communication is key, and doing activities together.
Yeah.
Go work out together.
Yeah.
Go walking together. Yeah. Go run together. Pray together. You know what I'm saying? Do all this stuff together. It works. Yeah. And sometimes it can be hard because of work. Because of work. We work so many hours. This economy is different than what it was back in the 90s and the 80s and all. Hey, look, if you don't have a banking job, then you got to put in hours. And that's just the facts of life. You know what I'm saying? But find a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, quit 30-second prayer and then go on about your business.
Yep.
God honor it. He will. He will. You know what I'm saying? So you're the mother of 4 kids. How were your kids affected by the separation between you and your husband?
Well, my oldest son wasn't from my husband. He was prior to us married.
But he was still in the same house.
Yeah, but my husband came into the picture when my oldest was 5 months old. So it's kind of like his dad.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's seen more of everything than the younger three. So him, yeah, it did affect him. It affected him. It affected him as a little boy, the getting in trouble at school, just fights or like attitudes or stuff like that.
Right.
So it did affect him. But now speaking, they have a relationship, but he really treats her that way. That's what Mama did. That was they marriage and stuff. So that type of thing. So, but they love each other. So it's daddy.
Wow. Yeah, those type of situations do mess with the kids for sure.
Yeah, and
it could take a long time to see with that childhood trauma. See, these are things that they don't get a lot of attention on them for, the traumas that they face and the things like, hey, just pray it off. No, let's talk. Let's get it out of you, and then we'll pray.
And then it's hard as a mother raising boys, trying to figure out how to be mother and father. The man there. That's why it's important to have a man in the house, because more and more my sons really growing up. I got one daughter, but the more and more my sons are growing, the more I'm realizing, I need a man, like consistent man. I have my father, my brothers and stuff. They don't. I'm talking about in the house.
In the house, yeah.
And to catch snips things and nip things in the bud.
I feel you. I was fortunate enough to grow up with my mother and father in the house, and Dad didn't play the radio. He did not play the radio. We was in line. If we got out of line, see, I was a little bit more adventurous than everybody else because I'm the youngest out of 7.
Mm-hmm.
But when he saw it, he addressed it right then and there, no matter where you was at. That's the generation I came up. Where the offense took place is where the beating was in your face. Period. That's the type of generation I grew up in, but it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. It worked. Kept us in line. My older brothers.
Or the child.
You know what I'm saying? Awesome men. They're in line. They're not out, chasing everything or on drugs and nothing like that. They're in church, playing and singing and preaching and all. So it worked.
It does.
Yeah.
They, like I said earlier in the interview, 43 years married. I'm the only girl. I got an older brother and a younger brother. Nobody been in jail. My oldest brother played the drums. He got his family. My youngest, nope, he don't have no problems. So yeah, all reared under God. So yeah,
absolutely.
Keep that going.
Yep, I feel you.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Patricia, I thank you for your time and your story of health, love, and self-love.
Yeah.
It's needed. It's needed because a lot of people are going through that right now, and some men need to hear this. Hey, love your wife through anything. Her weight changes, love her through it all, brother. You married her. It's going to happen, period. Because they got to love us through our weight changes. You know what I'm saying? They might be sitting at a table. You might be sitting at a table with some black church sauce on and a tank top, putting insulin in your stomach. She got to love you through all that.
That's right. That's right.
So just be mindful of all that. But this has been an awesome interview tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in to Unmuted. Like, comment, and share. Drop them comments, please, and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you continue to follow Unmuted. I will be more consistent. I promise you I will, even though life is lifing. And that just means I'm working a lot. That's all. Life is good. My mom is good. All that. Thank y'all for your prayers for her and everything like that. She's extremely well, but a lot of shows, that's work. I include all that in the work. Every show, every event that I do, that's work because it's bringing the money home, taking care of the bills. All right. So bless y'all tonight, man. This is Simp 7 logging out. Miss Patricia, thank you so much for coming on. All right. And that'll be it from us. Peace.
What up? It's your main man, actor, producer, Troy D. Williams.
Hey, it's Cherry Johnson.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Scott White.
We are the herd.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Natasha.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is B Slade.
And you are now tuned in to Unmuted.
You are watching Unmuted.
To Unmuted.
to Unmuted.
And you're watching Unmuted.
You're watching Unmuted. Keep it locked.
Unmute yourself and speak your truth.